matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Now a run. It's the rookie from Oklahoma. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down at 7.
Go! Cougar 19!
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 7.
Here we go. Trap 50. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rifles well, that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Raymond. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll look to throw here on first down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Left side to Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive, and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran.
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Try to set up a screen for Blue. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Come on. 65, champ. Hiking, 18. Champ 60, champ 60. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, Cap Dragon 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's caught. It's Hogan. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn.
Now the ball comes is loose. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
No score after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Set. Count. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
This 2nd and 4. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Raymond. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're going for the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Play action. Raymond. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Raymond. He'll try and do this himself. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive with a give to Blue. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Raymond. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Raymond. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18 rattle, 18 rattle.
He'll drop to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. They work now on 2nd and 9.
70 Ranger. 19 Lions.
48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
19, 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 White.
Operating from the gun, Raymond. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Raymond. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game. 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game started the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Raymond. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Raymond. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
2nd and 14. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Come on, come on. Set. 65, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rabbit, 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Ready.
He'll look to throw. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go again with Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Raymond throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
That pattern and scheme was well defended on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Lamb in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Ready?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Again, it's Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Barkley inside handoff. And a solid run down inside the 30. 89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. Morris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Well, he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Morris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, break. Here we go. Start.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 10
Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's second down. Off the play fake. Raymond. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
For a Cowboys first down. First down, Dallas.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging and blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up second and 7 after the 42-yard line.
He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now we're the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Raymond. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now Moody for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Eagles 17.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will drop them to 6-3.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them upper cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You go and poke the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him. I Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying